Good evening, YouTubers. This is Pokediged here. So, konbanwa minasan, Pokediged desu all the way from Hong Kong, and welcome back for more anime Kuji previews to share with all of you yet again. So, if those of you have not seen my previous video, I would highly suggest for those of you who did not watch it yet, please do watch that first before you watch this, because this video and my next video, which I'm going to record after this or maybe the next day, is because I already did mention on my previous video for the Kuji previews that I don't have the live reaction, and I have a good reason why I don't have it. So please do check that out. All the key points I already mentioned there on that video, it's already all clarified. Even I made it into a shortcut form. So today's theme for the Ichiban Kuji, just a preview but no live reaction, and I just bought it and I'm very lucky just to grab this one in a very cheap price. But don't worry, it's not fake, so it's 100% real. And this one is none other than the Disney or Ichiban Kuji Disney Surprise Party. Yep. So this Kuji was actually released last year, year 2017, October 6. But apparently, here in Hong Kong or some other countries in Asia, they don't have it. Literally, they don't have this Kuji, including here in Hong Kong. And I don't really have the proper, or rather I should say, I don't even know the main reason why here in Hong Kong they don't have this Disney Surprise Party Kuji. If they have the other Kuji, the one I went for, which is on April or May, which is last year as well, which has the Tinkerbell figure, the Miss Bunny and Bumper figure, and then the Chip and Dale figure, which I done that draw, and for the sake of my sister, because I got Chip and Dale out of 4 tries on last year on the month of April or the month of May. So they still have the Kuji until now, like right now. But if it's for that one, the surprise party, the Disney Kuji, they don't have it. So I really can't give the right information why in Hong Kong or some other places in Asia they don't have it, but only in Japan they have it. So maybe my guess or my theory is maybe because the figures for this surprise party theme, that these 3 figures, the A, B, and C, which is Mickey Mouse, Pooh Bear, and Ariel, they are only one slot. So I'm guessing because it's so popular, because Ariel was in it, and I know many people likes it, including myself. So the people just wrap everything in Japan. Like people in Japan, they just do the draw instantly. Instantly. So after they get the last prize whatsoever, restock everything again until the Kuji for that theme, the Disney Kuji, is completely gone in Japan. So other countries that has this Kujis or have these lotteries, the Hong Kong, Taiwan, or Korea didn't get the chance to grab it on time. So this is just my guess, maybe why we didn't have it. So I was actually lucky enough, like even though that's the sad part that I didn't get to try it, because that was released on October 6th in, of course, Japan time. But I was lucky enough to find someone on Instagram. I'm not going to mention the name whatsoever, but I remember purchasing it from her, from this Instagram seller here in Hong Kong, around November or December year 2017, and I have not opened it, I promise you that. I got this price, the figure price, for a very good price actually, because normally if you find it somewhere else or very seldom see this one, they will charge you more than 500 Hong Kong dollars. So I was really upset, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe I would just forget it. I'm not going to research more, until I noticed one post then showing the display of that figure. I'm not going to say what it is, of that figure. And then I was just curious. She didn't mention like what's the price, so I tried to direct message her through Instagram, of course, and then ask this seller, how much is this, and is this original? Because I have to ask if it's really original, because there are some figures, especially when you go for the Kuji, Ichiban Kujis or Kujis in general. When it comes to figures, be aware. Just to give you this heads up, there are a lot of the bootlegs. Like literally, there are a lot. Besides the Figma company, the SHF figure. Besides those, including the Ichiban Kujis, like general Kujis that has the figures, that they'll have the bootleg. So be aware on this one. Just I forgot to give you that heads up. So I asked the lady, is this 100% real and how much is it? So she replied to me as soon as possible, and I was really surprised the amount of it. So you want to know how much? So I will just answer it to all of you if you're that curious. I bought this one instead of like 500, not 400, not 300. It's around 230 something Hong Kong dollars, not US. It's 230 something Hong Kong dollars. I am not freaking kidding you. And I was really surprised, so I said to her, okay, I will just grab it. And after that, instantly hold. And I was lucky. A few minutes later, after I say to her, okay, I can meet you in this time and this area on this day, etc. like that. And then someone, few minutes later, after I asked this seller, was really asking this one but doesn't know the price. And I was just really lucky just to grab it. So without further ado, I am going to show you what above the A, B, and C, which one of the figures that I got is this. My most favorite Disney princess, Ariel from The Little Mermaid. And oh my gosh, you can see the detail on the box, the theme, the content of the figure inside. Oh my gosh, it looks so gorgeous. Really love it so much. And you can see the box of it. It's really nice. You can see that goldish touch, that loving touch there. Then here's this kind of a castle theme. You can tell there. And then you can see the upper left of saying Disney. Then here says surprise party. And then you can see the two companies that has this, the two logo of the Ichiban Kuji and Ban Presto. Then moving to the top, you can see again from that surprise party. Then says in this part, in the figure, in this figure inside, you can put your accessories like your earrings, your necklace or bracelet, you know, for us ladies to do that. And then the side, nothing special. And then for the back, shows you the content of the figure that's inside and how you assemble Ariel and Flounder. Let me give you that give you the close look right here. So you can see that there's this transparent stand that you need to attach both for Ariel and Flounder. So without further ado, I'll be right back and to assemble them, and then of course show you all the detail of this very gorgeous figure of Ariel that I was really surprised to get it and very lucky to grab her before someone else just grabs it. So be right back. After I have removed them from the box and of course assembling both Ariel and Flounder with their stands, it's right here. How lovely they are, oh my gosh. And the inside of the box, I forgot to mention, like you can see the light green, like this kind of pattern is the ocean theme, and it really is nice. So it's a nice box. I really don't want to throw it. So giving you the detail of the figure of course itself. Let me try to see if I can photo focus her. Yep, there we go. So you can see the detail, how they done it so well. And remember, because they have the stands for Ariel and Flounder, they're easily to be removed like that. You can put them back, but if you're going to attach these two, they're very risky. So in my way, how I actually put this one is put the stand first for both of them, and then put either Flounder or Ariel, up to you. As long as you put the stand first and then you put them in the end. And look at the magnificent detail, how they sculpted, especially Ariel. They really outstand her. They make her very cheerful. Look at that, even that facial expression, how she just like boo or scare him because, you know, surprise party, and it was the month of Halloween. You can see the skin tone is really well painted. Even the lines of her hair like being wavy, that kind of effect. Oh my gosh, they really did it so good. Then all the way to her fins, like I noticed that even the parts, like this one where I'm pointing at with my nail, you can see that one's a little bit of a transparent, like you can still see that see-through. Even the tip of her mermaid tail right here, the fin, is also, you can tell, right, that's a little bit of a transparent. And then all the way going to the solid color right here onto her fins. That really is a lovely touch. I really was not expecting this one. And then the Flounder detail is, all of it is no transparent, but just solid paint job. Really like that expression from him. like just being scared, like being just that aftermath shock. And really like how they really paint him so well, even though the surprise reaction is so hilarious. And then what's really outstanding, like if you add these two together, is the seaweeds, the ones when you go under the sea, that song Under the Sea. But you can tell that most of them are like transparent. You can see this light one, this light color, I don't know what's the name of this one. And then here are some of the plants, and then the green parts, and then some right here at the front side. And here you can tell that these ones are really transparent. Look at that, they really done it so well. Like you can tell, like this part is from light here, all the way from the light yellow, then going to green, then going to dark green. That's really is a lovely touch, really like that. And then for the blue part right here, I forgot to point out that they have this blue all the way to going to light purple or light pink. That effect is so gorgeous, like the aurora kind of the scene when you look at the sky, then you see this kinds of aurora theme, the sky. I really like that, literally, it's really a nice touch. And then for the rocks, you can see the one landing right here, the land. You can see there's some starfish on the bottom part. If you can look at it, there's a pink, purple, and a orange, yellow starfish to both of them. And there's this small shell. Is it a shell? Yeah, very small white shell. They really add that, even a small detail on it. That's really cool. And then this one for the coral is, you can see there's the pink, and then going all the way to the light pink, and then going to a little bit of orange, yellowy kind of a color texture touch. It's not transparent compared to the other seaweeds, the green ones surrounded by Ariel. But if it's to flounder, like below him, the coral is solid color, no transparent, but it's still good, still excellent job. Even the starfish, not so detailed, but you can still see that they still put these kinds of seashells or the starfish, those kinds of sea creatures that's on the land, because you have to make it like you're really looking at through the ocean. And this is one thing that I really wanted to get it, but it's just so sad, like I mentioned to you just a while ago, that here in Hong Kong they don't have it. They only have the lowest prices, and that sucks. So if I forgot to point on one more, I have to be careful to make sure that the figure doesn't fall off. You can see here the word here, it says here the Disney character surprise party. Yep, Disney character surprise party. And this is just so gorgeous. So I'm just so happy to grab this in a good price, literally very good price. So before I will go my conclusion on this very gorgeous figure, they done it so well. And the material, I forgot to point out that the texture feeling is all those kinds of figures. So I cannot say this is made by this, something like this and that, because I'm not really professionals when it comes to that point. So before I go my conclusion and to end this video, here's just example of the earrings that I have. Well, apparently it's owls. So you can tell, remember this one that I mentioned, that you can put this one for earrings, a few accessories for us ladies. We just put right here, and ta-da, it's right here. Oh my gosh, very nice, lovely touch. And just above all, there is no complaints. If you ask me the rating for this figure, well, I could actually rate it for, not really totally for 100%, because if I do 100%, that means there's no problem. But it's just a disadvantage when you're trying to have a risky or hard time to attach them with the stand, then that's a little bit difficulty. So I'm going to give this one a rating of 90% out of 100%, literally, because it's just a stand problem, and to attach them, it's very hard. If you make one move mistake, you may not know, you end up damaging them. So in my own conclusion, this really is one of the kind figure that this is definitely you must get. Like, I know this is a Kuji price, so it's very hard to get, but if those of you are eager to get this one, the only way to buy this, even though you already know, you're already prepared to like give or use a lot of your money, I don't blame you for that. But if you really want to get this because you're a huge fan of her, or you like the way they sculpt this figure, then I would say this is the figure for you. But if not, you don't waste your own money just to get this, then you better think twice before you waste your own budget and then suddenly you just regret for buying something like this, like a 12 cm, like this is 12.5 cm height of this figure, just to buy very darn expensive. That's not worth it. But it's just very, very lovely. I really like the way they sculpt this from head to toe, no complaints. Paint job wise, they really, really nailed it. So let me know in the comments below if you really like this figure of the Ariel, or if those of you are a huge fan of Ariel like me, because she is my most favorite Disney princess above all until now. She is still my top, no matter what. So let me know. So feel free to comment if you really like this figure or not, and which one of the points that you like about this figure of the C price. Feel free to comment, and I'll try my very best to reply to your comments. And if you don't really like this figure, maybe you like the A price of Mickey Mouse or the B price of Pooh Bear, so feel free to comment which one of these prices, whether I have in my possession or without it. Feel free to comment below on this video. So until then, everyone, see you all in the next upcoming video, and of course no real life reaction yet again. So hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget to give a thumbs up.